Welcome to the Lee Priest Open. Today's matchup sees the 2002 Arnold Classic versus the 2005 Arnold Classic. Versions of Lee Priest. This, of course, is the semi-final matchup. Both matches are going on at the same time. One going on in another alternate universe. I'm not sure how that works. Do I have two sets of thoughts and feelings? I don't know. That's just a whole new can of worms to open up, and we're not going to deal with that right now. We have a bodybuilding competition to judge. It looks like the 2005 Arnold Classic has a slight edge, but a lot of that I think can be contributed to the good lighting. If you really look at the shape of the '02 Arnold Classic, it looks fantastic. The waistline seems to be just as small. And the legs, look at the legs, look a little bit bigger, I think, in the arms for sure. Maybe not as cut, though. It's pretty even, pretty tight race. I think we're in for a long one. Perhaps get yourself a protein shake. And I believe we reached a similar conclusion here in the front lat spread. Both versions are so good. Both have striated, feathered thighs, massive quads. Both have a tiny waist, just extremely good conditioned. This is splitting hairs, but this is what the whole competition is about. Of course, they're the two finest. This is the semifinals. Slightly inconclusive here in the front lat spread. And if you ask me, 2005 is inching his nose forward. Slight edge here. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the camera angle is a little bit more superb for the '05. But really take a look, the obliques are a little tighter. I know it's a small detail, but these two versions are so crisp. He is inching forward. But this is far, far from over. And this here comparison reflects that statement. The '02 Arnold Classic is getting a victory here. I believe the '05 is just not quite snapping the shot at the right time. His rib cage expansion is superb there in '02. This is a tight matchup. As of now, I believe the 2002 Arnold Classic is slightly ahead, but I mean, it is so close. I really would like a real victory here, so we're going to pump out as many poses as we can. We are fortunate enough to have a rear lat spread comparison. Two of the best rear lat spreads of Lee's. It's not his strong point at all, but judging by these two shots, he has one fantastic back development. You can see that Christmas tree more prominently in '02. Do we have a 2002 victory, ladies and gentlemen? The glutes look a little bit tighter in '05, so it's not a big blowout of a victory, but yes, look at the thickness of the traps as well. '02 is inching his nose forward now. This is a awesome matchup, and I originally wasn't going to show this here comparison. You know how I am with these best of versions of one man. I like a direct comparison. Otherwise, you really can't make a decision, an intelligent one, anyway. So we're really going to focus on the glutes and the hamstrings. And I'll be honest with you, this time, the 2005 is getting a slight edge. Actually, when you look at the lower backs, this time the Christmas tree area, it's almost right on par with '05. This is a very confusing matchup. At one glance, and I would pick '02, but another pose, '05 is the winner. I really hope there is a more definite winner in one of these upcoming poses. And, of course, another very, very tight race here in the ab and thigh shot. What's even more vexing is both of these competitors are number 13 each. I mean, come on. The only way you can tell the difference is their little haircuts. Of course, he has like a kind of a, not a nerd, but like a Poindexter kind of split in the middle haircut in '02. And of course, it's the return of Smithers, Mr. Burns, Licorice Whip. His abs do look a little tighter, and the feathering is slightly tighter, I think, in '05. Man, oh man. This is the toughest race, I think, the toughest judging venture that I've ever gone on. There's been a few that were like this. This is confusing. Let's have a look at the most muscular. Man, we can throw this one out of the window too. This is stupid. Nobody can judge this one. These are identical. The only thing different is the skin tone. The tanning was different, and the lighting, of course. And like I said, Poindexter versus Smithers. I have one last pose, and it is a most muscular, and as of now, I would say '05 is just so slightly ahead that it's pretty much a tie. And I really hate to end it with this here comparison. You cannot tell anything. The camera angle is way, way off. In '02, making his legs look so much larger. But if you look, I do detect much sharper feathering in '05, and I remember the last match in the quarterfinals for '05. He did win slightly because of some feathering in those legs. Whatever he did with his conditioning, he nailed it. You notice it's his right thigh that has the feathering, the left one not so much. Very interesting. So, like I said, I hate to end it with this one. And I'd like to think that I always bring you guys the rightful winner in these matchups. But it's not always a clear winner in these. And of course, this one definitely reflects that statement. 2005 Arnold Classic advances to the final matchup in this tournament. And don't forget, if you haven't already checked out the 1996 Iron Man versus the '97 Mr. Olympia, go check that one out. They say it was done first, but I find that hard to believe. I'm in this alternate universe and I'm doing it at the exact same time, so watch this one first. But of course, if you haven't, go watch the other one. And we await the main event, which is going to be one tough decision to make. And of course, one to look forward to. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.